killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city, you probably wouldn't make it. Oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam. I go extra for the...
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On play action, it's Carr. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The Chargers come into this one still undefeated despite the one tie. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Herbert off of play action. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
From midfield, here's Carr. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 50 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 14-0. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. If they got it, I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete to Ingram. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Carr now on 1st down. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. That maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. He sets to fire deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Jamar Chase, 50 yards. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On first down, Carr. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On first down, Justin Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, here's Mixon. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, now Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Carr going to go on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. They fake the handoff. Now Carr rolling to his left. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They'll run here with Ingram, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Mecole Hardman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Herbert now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. And that pick 6, Charles, that moves it up now to a 3-touchdown advantage. A great individual defensive effort there to continue what has been a very lopsided first half.
And I better buckle in my seatbelt, right? Because you know, as a former DB, when I see a pick 6, I'm up and jumping up and down watching it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be neutral, but those kind of plays, they excite me every time. They are in absolute control in this one. Nice play there.
And the Broncos are going to get the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Chargers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Play action. Now it's Carr. Steps away. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Carr being chased out left. Got a man. That's Richie James.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Carr now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. And his throw is incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
He'll get this one to Kelce. That's complete.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Herbert on first down now. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Mark Ingram. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to.
And now here's another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today,
touchdown! Jamar Chase, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. In motion comes the tight end left. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. Catch is made by Hardman. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Carr going to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Carr to throw again. Another catch there for Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Now Carr steps away to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Jamar Chase, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now a dump off here complete. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
From the 45 on second down, Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Here's a diving catch right side. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jamar Chase, 26 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, complete. It's James. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw his Carr. Open net is Waddle, complete. On the move past the 40. Charger touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Broncos are going to get the football. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Travis Kelce, 36 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. To throw, it's Carr. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Carr now to throw. James has got it. Complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Carr. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Now Carr again. Forced out to, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Being chased out left. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. Here's Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd and 10, Carr dancing to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. 29. Again, it's Carr. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Richie James, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jamar Chase, 48 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On play action, it's Carr. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Mixing up the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. On play action, now Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A toss left, Mixon. And he's got it down to the 28. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 1st down, Carr steps away to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now the 2nd-year man from Carolina, this is Michael Carter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Kelsey, a nice catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Straight ahead, Walker. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd and 9, Herbert flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They snap it to Herbert. That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jamar Chase, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Carr to throw. Connecting with Mixon. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2nd down and 3. Throwing his Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Here's Carr. Forced out to his left. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Carr. Being chased out left. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now Carr. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield. They're held.
Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Denver, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a